Okay, so in this activity you were supposed to draw your 20, 70, 90 right triangle, and then you were supposed to measure each side, and I've done that already on mine, and so I'm just going to label it. I'm going to use a 20-degree angle, and I'm going to label my opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. And so obviously this is the hypotenuse in the right triangle. This is the opposite side, and this is the adjacent side. So the sine, remember sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So my sine of 20 degrees, so if this is 20 degrees, sine of 20 degrees is going to be 6 divided by 16.4. Okay? So this was opposite over hypotenuse. This one is adjacent over hypotenuse. So the cosine of 20 is, I made a mistake. The hypotenuse is actually 17.5. I looked at the wrong number. So let's do that again. The opposite is 6. The hypotenuse is 17.5, so I did it wrong the first time. This is 6 divided by 17.5. Okay? The cosine is the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So 16.4 divided by 17.5. And this one is opposite over adjacent. That's what I was thinking of before. So the opposite is 6. The adjacent is 16.4. Okay? Let's do the same thing. And change the colors here. Do the same thing for 70 degrees. If I make 70 degrees my reference angle, then this becomes the opposite, and this becomes the adjacent, and the hypotenuse stays the same because it's still opposite the 90-degree angle. Okay, so now I'm going to do it. So it's opposite over hypotenuse for sine. So opposite is 16.4 divided by 17.5. And you notice, that's the same as the cosine of the other angle of the 20 degrees. Well, that means this one is probably here. So that's 6 over 17.5. Is that true? Well, it's the adjacent over the hypotenuse, so that works. And then I said we just have to reciprocal. We have to do the reciprocal. I'm probably going to run out of space. We want the reciprocal, so that should be 16.4 over 6. And if you want to double check, it's opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent. Yeah, that works. So we're in good shape. So now what I want to do is check the decimal value. So I'm going to do some cleanup here. I'll clean some stuff up. So what I've done is I turned all these to decimals. So you can compare if your drawing has the similar decimals to mine in black. You'll have different numbers here. If you did it right, though, you should get something close to mine. So I'm just figuring out the cosine of 20 degrees is 16.4 divided by 17.5. I'm just going to do that on a calculator. And it gives me, if I go 3 decimals, 0.937. And then the tangent is 6 divided by 16.4, which is 0.366. Okay. Now again, I'm going to use the deal that if I know cosine of 20, that's the same as sine of 70, so that's going to be 0.937. And I already used it over here. The sine of 20 degrees is the cosine of 70. The only one I have to do here is the reciprocal of the other one, 16.4 divided by 6. And it's 2.73 repeating. So you should get numbers similar to that from the activity if you drew a 20-degree triangle correctly and you measured all the side lengths correctly.